You know the feeling, right? You've got this incredible idea for a cookbook. Maybe it's those secret family marinara recipes you've been guarding for years, or maybe it's a collection of high-protein meals specifically for busy professionals. You can literally taste the success. You can see the cover in your head. But then, reality hits you like a wet sack of flour. Because to actually make that book, you need recipes, like dozens of them. You need to test them. You need high-resolution, mouth-watering photography that doesn't look like it was taken on a potato. And we aren't even done yet. You need layout design, typography, copyright pages, and formatting that doesn't completely break the second you try to upload it to Amazon. Suddenly, your fun little passion project looks a whole lot like 6 months of hard labor. But what if I told you that the game has changed completely? And I'm not talking about hiring a ghostwriter or spending thousands of dollars on a graphic designer. I'm talking about a method where you input a raw idea, just a simple theme and an audience, and a machine builds the entire product for you. It writes the recipes. It generates award-winning food photography. It handles the layout. It even formats the file for direct publishing. So I'm going to show you how to go from blank page to selling your first cookbook using a tool called Artistly. We are going to walk through the exact 3-step process to build a professional-grade cookbook in minutes, not months, and we're going to do it right now. But before we dive into the dashboard, let's just appreciate what we are skipping here. Think about the old way. Traditionally, if you wanted to self-publish a cookbook, you were stuck in what I call formatting hell. You'd be fighting with margins in Word or InDesign, trying to get the text to wrap around a photo of a lasagna without destroying the entire document. Artistly's Cookbook Creator feature eliminates that entire phase. It's an automated agent. Think of it less like a tool and more like a very fast, very obedient sous chef who also happens to be a graphic designer. So, let's get into the build. First things first, you need to know where this magic button lives. When you log into your Artistly dashboard, you're going to see a lot of options, but you want to head straight to the AI image designer. Inside there, ignore the standard prompts for now. You are looking for the AI design agent. This is where the specialized tools live. The design agent isn't just making one image, it's building a whole project. So, scroll down until you see the Cookbook Creator, click that. Now you'll see a clean, simple interface. It's deceptively simple, actually. There are only a few fields to fill out, but, and this is key, the quality of your output depends entirely on how we treat these fields. This is where we reinvent the process. Most people put in generic prompts and they get generic books. We aren't going to do that. We are going to build something specific and sellable. For our example today, let's say we want to target the outdoor niche. But we aren't just making a camping cookbook. That's way too broad. In the themes section, we need specificity. Let's go with gourmet cast iron skillet meals for wilderness camping. See the difference? We aren't just saying food. We are defining the tool, cast iron, and the setting, wilderness. Field 2, target audience. This is crucial. The AI uses this to adjust the tone of the writing and the complexity of the recipes. Think about it. If we put professional chefs, it might give us recipes requiring sous vide machines, which obviously doesn't work for camping. So let's type solo backpackers who want luxury food but have limited carrying capacity. Now the AI knows to keep the ingredient list relatively short, but the flavor profile's high. You can go higher, but for a first run or a micro guide, let's stick to 15 recipes. This is a perfect number for a lead magnet or a low-ticket digital product. Field 4, book title. This is technically for your internal saving within Artistly, but it helps to be organized. Let's call it the Iron Backpacker. Field 5, headline and sub-headline colors. This is a purely aesthetic choice, but it matters. Since we are doing a camping theme, neon pink probably isn't the vibe. You pick your hex codes here. I'd go with a deep forest green for the headline and maybe a burnt orange for the sub-headline to really evoke that campfire feel. Now, listen, if you just clicked generate right now, you'd get a book of recipes. It would be cool, sure, but it wouldn't look like your book. It would lack context. This is where Artistly introduces a total game changer, the intro pages section. You can add up to 5 custom pages to the start of your book. These are things like your cover, your copyright page, maybe a how to use this book section, an about the author page, or even a thank you page with a direct link back to your website. But, and listen closely, because this is the most important part of this entire tutorial, you have to get the dimensions right. The AI generates the book in a specific aspect ratio. If you upload a square image or a landscape photo, it's going to look stretched, squashed, or just plain wrong. So, here is the golden rule of dimensions. You must use a 3:4 aspect ratio. Specifically, the magic numbers you need to write down are 896 pixels by 1152 pixels. If you design your copyright page in Canva, Photoshop, or even right here in Artistly's own custom generator, set your canvas size to 896 by 1152. So for our Iron Backpacker book, I'd take a few minutes to design a rugged-looking cover with that exact resolution. Then, I'd create a simple text-based copyright page. You don't need to overthink the text here. Just grab a standard copyright disclaimer, put your name on it, maybe add a little bio picture, and save it as an image. Then, upload those images into the intro pages slots in the order you want them to appear. So, cover, copyright, table of contents placeholder, or a welcome note. Once those are loaded, you are ready to rock. The generation phase, click the button to generate. Now, while that progress bar loads, let's talk about what is actually happening in the background. Because honestly, it is mind-blowing. The AI is doing 4 distinct jobs simultaneously. First, it's the chef. It is inventing recipes based on your specific cast iron and backpacker constraints. It's figuring out ingredients that actually make sense together. Second, it's the writer. It's writing the instructions, the method, and the preparation steps. Third, it's the photographer. And this is the crazy part. It is generating a unique, hyper-realistic image for every single recipe. These aren't stock photos. These are brand new images that match the description of the food perfectly. And fourth, it's the designer. It is laying this all out into a paginated format, inserting your intro pages right at the start, and applying your specific color scheme to the headers. Once the process hits 100%, you are automatically redirected to the My Flipbook section. Here, you get to see your creation. You'll see the Iron Backpacker sitting there with your custom cover. You flip the page, and there's your copyright info. You flip again, and boom, recipe hash shown. Let's say the AI came up with smoky campfire skillet hash. You'll see a stunning image of the hash sitting in a cast iron pan, steam rising off it, maybe a forest background behind it, because the AI understood the context of your prompt. You'll see the ingredients list, the prep time, and the cooking method all formatted in a clean, professional layout. It's consistent. It looks like a book you'd actually buy at a bookstore. Now, looking at a pretty book on a screen is nice. It's satisfying. But let's be real, we are here to build a business. So, how do we get this file out of Artistly and into the hands of paying customers? You have 4 critical export options here, and each one supports a totally different business strategy. Option 1, read online, the flipbook. This gives you a link where people can view the book as a digital flipbook. This is great for a portfolio or a quick share to a friend, but honestly, it's not really for selling. Option 2, download PDF. This is the standard. You get a high-quality PDF file. This is perfect for selling on your own website, Gumroad, or even using as a lead magnet to get email subscribers. You download it, you upload it to your store, and you're done. Option 3, the KDP manuscript, the big one. This is a massive feature. KDP stands for Kindle Direct Publishing. Now, Amazon has very strict formatting rules for their print-on-demand books. If your margins are off by a single millimeter, they reject the file. Artistly allows you to download a KDP manuscript version. This file is pre-formatted to meet Amazon's specifications. You can literally take this file, upload it to Amazon KDP, create a listing, and have a physical paperback book available for sale globally without ever touching a formatting tool. Option 4, download all images. This is a feature that a lot of people overlook, but it is a marketing goldmine. When you select this, Artistly zips up every single recipe image it generated for the book and gives them to you as individual files. Why is this huge? Because you can't post a PDF to Instagram, you can't pin a PDF to Pinterest, but you can take these 15 beautiful food images, post them on social media, and say, "Want the recipe for this smoky skillet hash? It's in my new book, link in bio." You get the content creation done for you as a byproduct of making the book. Now, I want to give you a strategy that goes beyond just making one book. The interface allows you to make books quickly, but there is a limit to the file size and page count per generation. This is just to keep the tool fast. But what if you want a massive 100 recipe compendium? You use the merge strategy. Since you can download the PDF or the images, you can create 4 or 5 smaller micro cookbooks. Think about it like this. Volume 1, Camping Breakfasts. Volume 2, Trail Lunches. Volume 3, Campfire Dinners. Volume 4, Wilderness Desserts. You generate them all separately inside Artistly. Then, you simply use a free tool or software like Affinity, which works great with these files, to merge those PDFs together into one ultimate guide. This actually serves you better from a business standpoint because now you have 5 products. You have 4 small ones you can sell for $5 each, and 1 big bundle you can sell for $20. And Artistly still did 90% of the heavy lifting for all of them. Limitations to keep in mind. Now, is it perfect? No tool is magic. You need to double check the recipes. AI is smart, but sometimes it might tell you to cook a steak for 40 minutes on high heat, which would result in a hockey puck. So, always read through the instructions. Since you have the text, you can easily edit it if something looks weird. And finally, remember that 896 by 1152 dimension rule for your intro pages. I cannot stress this enough. If you ignore that, your beautiful cover will look distorted and it will scream amateur. So, let's bring this all home. The barrier to entry for creating a professional cookbook used to be skill, time, and money. The tool handles the hard facts, the layout, the image generation, the formatting. You just need to provide the soft skills, the creative theme, the understanding of your audience, and the drive to actually click generate. So, stop sitting on those recipe ideas, go into the dashboard, find the design agent, and start building. Whether it's for high-performance athletes, busy moms, or solo backpackers, there is an audience waiting for your book. Now you have the recipe for success. Go make something delicious.